The Hirshhorn Museum is the National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art located in Washington, D.C. As expressed in the museum's statement of intent, the Hirshhorn aims to create meaningful, personal experiences in which art, artists, audiences, and ideas converge at no additional cost to the public. Exhibits feature powerful collections of post-war American and European art in a myriad of styles ranging from performance art to painting. Gordon Bunshaft, an MIT-trained architect, designed the Hirshhorn building as a large piece of functional sculpture. Bunshaft hollowed out the core of this 82-foot large cylindrical building to create a vast 60,000 square foot interior exhibition space that spans across 3 floors. The building's current outer face serves as scaffolding for an immense work by Nicholas Party known as Draw the Curtain, translocating the interior museum wall onto the exterior facade. Party's Draw the Curtain wraps around the circumference of the building, engaging passerby or informal audience members as a precursor to the internal exhibitions. Moving inside, the Hirshhorn exhibits the compelling aesthetic of contemporary display, disrupting or aggravating formal definitions of the white cube. As witnessed in the Laurie Anderson exhibition of work, the immersive labyrinth of rooms enables viewers to investigate Anderson's 5-decade career. Not only do these rooms abandon the white cube prototype of non-contemporary museum spaces, using black walls and floors for example, but they eliminate the traditional atmosphere of silence in favor of audiovisual envelopment. Altogether, these rooms engage installation materials, performance, and technology to renegotiate the terms of museum viewing space. The Hirshhorn also encourages artists to engage with the room environment as antecedent and metabolic in the artistic process. Mark Bradford's Pickett's Charge, for example, employs the Hirshhorn's third-floor wall curvature to generate his work. Bradford blurs the distinction between the museum wall and artwork, creating an illusion of interaction as if the work tore its way through the wall to reveal itself. Similarly, Anderson ignores the formula of traditional museum space by painting directly onto the Hirshhorn's walls, as well as its floors. As demonstrated in these pieces, the Hirshhorn often obliterates the frame, causing its rooms to release works from its walls or absorb audience members within them. The Hirshhorn's original body of work, donated by Joseph H. Hirshhorn, a prominent modern art collector, consisted of over 12,000 pieces. Today's curators have elaborated upon this original collection, seeking artists who demonstrate innovative spirit in medium, methodology, and technology, those who expand the parameters of material. These artists count for the Hirshhorn not only because of their experimental style, but also because of the range in their methodology and the longevity of their careers. Anderson, for instance, uses robotic arms, custom software, and audio in her piece Salute. She uses sculptures and site-specific wall painting in 4 Talks, as well as shredded paper and projected video in her work Sidewalk. The collection of works traces the arc of Anderson's career, saluting her ingenuity and novelty, breaking down a timeline of events even before entering the exhibit. Upstairs, the Marcel Duchamp exhibit similarly shows Duchamp's radical rethinking of artistic convention through various methods of production. The collection harbors Duchamp's famous ready-mades, his drawings and prints, as well as kinetic pieces that employ the audience's mind. There are also interactional displays which help reveal Duchamp's internal thinking, showing concern for the artist's mind just as much as audience engagement. Considering the exhibitions alone, the Hirshhorn mainly features artists who are either notably iconic or have recently emerged as titans in the art world. Duchamp, for example, evidently resides amongst those canonical artists whom the public is quick to recognize. However, Bradford represents those artists who have emerged in the last 20 years, asserting their influence. That being said, the Hirshhorn explicitly states that they are committed to sponsoring new and rising artists, such as Jeremy Deller, Mario Garcia Torres, and Pipolotti Rist. Through its bookstore, the Hirshhorn more deliberately caters to those iconic and canonical artists, however, displaying commodity goods inscribed with the names of Warhol, Rothko, and the easily merchandisable Yayoi Kusama. Its prominent placement within the building, occupying a full floor colored by the textbook works by Barbara Kruger, demonstrates contemporary concern for possession and personal archive, but also reveals its knowledge of contemporary all-stars. It is important to note the aesthetic of this space as well, which uses the contemporary revisionist display technique, coloring walls and floors with language, in order to provoke viewers and leave them with the sensation of museum participation rather than purchasing power. The Hirshhorn primarily serves as an access point for wider audiences into the world of contemporary art, despite the somewhat requisite profile of connoisseurs and admiring collectors who also play a role. As a free institution, the museum enables public viewership and exploration, providing options for disabled access, as well as ASL, visual description, and transcription. The Hirshhorn attempts to unify participation among demographics, dispelling some of the elitism which institutional critique points a finger at, while reconstituting the literal space world of aesthetics and displays.